Hello Mohawk! On this episode of Mocast, I take Social Link up on the offer of getting an HIV test, and then I go for a walk with a former Mohawk Student Association president who's now our tour guide, showing prospective students around our Fennel campus. Social Link here at Mohawk College and the AIDS Network have joined forces to offer anonymous and free HIV testing to students, faculty, and staff. I thought I would take them up on the test, so if there are folks who are wondering what the test is all about, I'm going to show you. And to administer the test, I am in the capable hands of Nancy LeMay, public health nurse. How are you, Nancy?
Good, how are you?
A little apprehensive. How long will this test take, and more importantly, how much will it hurt?
First of all, the test is called a point of care or rapid test, so it is rapid as the title goes. It takes maybe 2 minutes to administer. It's a finger prick, so it's like a diabetic finger prick. We just administer a little prick in the finger and withdraw some blood. So yes, it's a prick, you'll feel it, but it doesn't really hurt.
Okay, and the importance of getting this test, why is it important that folks should get it?
Anybody who's ever had unprotected sex or has never been tested for STIs, including HIV, it's a good idea to have a baseline test. Or if they have been tested before but they've had new risk, it's a good idea to come and get tested again. So we're offering this test so that folks know their status, and when you know your status, you can take better measures to protect yourself and others.
So what are the key steps for the test?
Well, I just want to point out that people will be asked to do an intake interview first, or rather an intake form. It's very brief, it won't take long at all, and that gives the public health nurse an idea of what their risk is going into the test and what teaching can be offered. But the test itself, we're going to poke your finger, we're going to withdraw a little bit of blood into a pipette, and we're going to mix that blood with a chemical, and we're going to pour the mixed blood and chemical into a well. That blood will absorb into the well, and then we have 2 additional chemicals that we pour in after the fact. After all 3 chemicals have been added, we look into the circular well to see the reaction. 1 blue dot in the well is a negative reaction or a negative test, and that's good news. 2 blue dots indicates a reactive or positive test, and it would be at that point that we would do additional blood for clarification if we got 2 dots.
Okay, so my test was negative. What would happen if my test was positive?
So if your test was positive, at that point, we would have completed the finger prick test. We would then draw blood from your arm. It's called venipuncture, and we would send a blood sample to the lab for confirmation. Although we know the point of care test is very accurate, we would still take that additional step of drawing additional blood and sending it to the lab for confirmation. Once we had a confirmation of the positive result, we would go to great lengths to refer you to care, including HIV specialists. We would link you up with the AIDS Network for support. Public health would do their follow-up, which includes partner notification and other teaching. So we would not leave anybody high and dry. We would be there to support them and walk them through the process.
Right. So having taken the test, it takes 2 minutes. It doesn't hurt at all. And I think for peace of mind or to start getting the treatment you need, it's well worth taking.
Absolutely. I would encourage anybody who's ever thought about getting a test to come on out and do it. I think you'll be glad that you did.
So as we all know, you get one shot at making a great first impression. Here at Mohawk, we are truly fortunate to have the St. Peter of tour guides on the payroll, Andy Hall. Andy, how are you?
Doing well, man. How are you doing?
Excellent. I'm looking forward to the tour.
Excellent.
Listen, so what makes you qualified to be a Mohawk tour guide here at the Fennel campus?
Well, I'm a graduate of the 3-year print and broadcast journalism program here at Mohawk College. I'm also one of the former presidents of the Mohawk Student Association, too.
Okay, what was your highlight as president?
Definitely the MSA Gives Back campaign. That was a lot of fun.
Now, do you show them when you take prospective students through, are you showing them the silent study rooms that you helped to create?
Absolutely. That's definitely a highlight of the Student Center part of it. That was the very first winner of MSA Gives Back.
Okay. Now, what do you enjoy most about being a tour guide?
Bragging about Mohawk College. I mean, I'm extremely passionate about this place. I love
Yes, you are.
Yeah. And the fact that I get to, for about an hour, walk around and really show off what makes this place so remarkable and what's really built my passion, I couldn't ask for a better job.
Yeah, no, listen, what can we do to help you do your job? So what can faculty and staff do to support you when you're taking prospective students through the campus?
One of the things I love about Mohawk College is that it's constantly evolving and constantly changing. So as a tour guide, constantly being updated and kept up to date on what's going on around this campus and what's changing about Mohawk would definitely help me do my job a lot better because I'm constantly giving updated information.
Good. Okay, so who are you taking through on tours? Are these students who are thinking about coming here, or are these students who've said, yes, I'm coming and I just want to get sort of a preview of what I should expect?
It's honestly all spectrums, actually. So it's, everything from grade 11 students who are really keen and excited about possibly going to college.
That's very keen.
Absolutely. Or people who are on the fence. Maybe they've gotten an acceptance to a couple of colleges and they're trying to figure out which one they want to come to.
So that's when you go into the salesperson role.
Exactly. Or even the people who have confirmed their enrollment in Mohawk College and are just crazy excited about coming here and want to know where they're coming in a couple months.
Yeah. So what's your favorite spot on the tour?
We're standing in it. The David Braley Athletic and Recreation Center. When people come in here, they're just like, wow, this place is beautiful and amazing and huge.
Yeah. What's the so when the tour wraps up and you end up here, what's the overall reaction from prospective students and parents?
There's a huge wow factor. People, especially one of the reasons why I end here, which is our highlight, is people are just like they're almost not necessarily shocked, but they're just so in awe of how beautiful our facilities are that they're just overly excited, or sometimes it's made their decision even harder now because now they've seen what we have.
Yeah. So that must be the highlight for you then, just to have that reaction and feedback from prospective students.
Absolutely. When I end the tour and I see people so excited and almost as equally as passionate now about Mohawk College as I am, I feel like I've absolutely done my job.
Now listen, the St. Peter's reference, where does that come from?
So it literally actually happened where we're standing right now. It came to an end of a tour, and a mom came up to me and she's like, "Is your name Peter?" And I was like, "Well, no, my name's Andrew." And she's like, "No, St. Peter." And I was,
You have the keys to Mohawk College.
apparently I do. I guess that I did such a good tour that I really encouraged them to come in.
Hello, Mohawk. On this episode of Mohawkcast, we wait for a giant truck to go by. All right.
Also, various positions on the MSA, including MSA president. I was also a bunch of other things I can't really remember.
Back.